Hey, happy days. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as the Pajama Grandma. I know, crazy, doesn't make sense, right? But it makes sense to me, and part of that will be explained in today's topic. Today's topic is look for the silver lining in order to supersize, which means to grow. People ask me, what does supersize mean? And I guess I think it's obvious, but apparently it's not. Supersize means to grow. Grow big, grow wide, grow whatever way you define grow is the same way you define supersize for your business. The awesome thing about having your own business is you get to define things any way you want. You get to make up the rules any way you want. You get to create the business that you want. And to me, that's a silver lining. I'm definitely thirsty today. For some reason, it's a little cold. For this time of year, it's cold and chilly. So, silver lining. How do we look for the silver lining? What does that even mean? Well, John Milton, of course, the English poet, used that expression in 1634. It's a long, long time ago, right? So anything that's that long ago obviously is impacting us in some way, shape, or form, or other people, perhaps our best customers. And so we want to understand that. Now, looking for the silver lining, of course, means to look for the good in any situation. Now, we get to define whether a situation is good or bad. Did you know that? Did you know you get to decide whether something is good or bad? When something happens to you, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Is this good for my business? Is this bad for my business? And it's interesting, the same exact event, one business owner can say, oh, wow, the laws changed. This is awesome for my business. And that same exact event, another business owner can look at it and say, oh my God, the laws changed. I'm going to go out of business. It's up to you. The same event, the same thing we can all witness, and we have totally different experiences of that very same thing. I've seen that play out so many times in my life. The same is true of how we approach and how we look at different situations. And I'm going to tell you, and I may be the bearer of bad news, but bad shit is going to happen to you, your life, in your business, to your business. You might even lose your business. Heck, I've blown up a couple of businesses, you know, not for wanting to sometimes, but for dumb mistakes. We all don't always make the right choices. However, the mistakes that I've made are the things that I've learned the most from. Seems like when we have successes, and especially easy successes, we tend to party, right? And just celebrate. But when we have problems or challenges or obstacles or failures, which to me, failures, the only way you can fail is if you absolutely quit and stop trying to move toward what it is that you want. That's the only way you can fail. We ponder, we think about it. We say, okay, well, sometimes we get a little victim-y and feel sorry for ourselves for a short period of time, hopefully. But other times, if we're smart, we think, oh my God, what happened? Why did this go wrong? And we make a different choice. We do something different. And then we do that over and over and over again and use those as stepping stones till we finally succeed at what it is we're trying to do. And again, we get to decide if something is good or bad, if it's in our best interest or against us. And we get to interpret absolutely everything that happens, from changes in the environment, changes in us, changes in our business, changes in the people that are involved in our business, changes in the business that it is that we want to create, changes in the customer that we want to serve, whatever. We look for what's the good in that thing that happened. What's the good in that event? What's the good in that, whatever it might be, you fill in the blank. And we'll find it. If we look for the bad in a situation or ain't it awful, guess what? We're going to find that. If we don't even find it, we'll make stuff up so that we feel good about ourselves, so that we can be right about how terrible this situation is. So do you want to invest yourself in saying how terrible, how unjust, how unfair this is? Or do you want to invest your time and energy in creating the life and the business that you want by saying, all right, yep, this happened. It's just a thing that happened. And it doesn't matter why it happened. It doesn't matter if some greedy politician wants to, line their pockets. It doesn't matter if some, nonprofit group wants to protect the whales, or I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. But you understand what I mean. It doesn't matter why. All that matters is how you're going to respond and what are you going to do about it, and how are you going to use it to move you toward your end game, toward what it is that you're really trying to create the business that you love and want and deserve, that's going to change the world. Because a lot of us entrepreneurs, that's what we really want, is to change the world. So look for the silver lining, and I guarantee you'll find it. Look for the black gray cloud. As I look outside right now, there's a lot of those. Looks like rain. You're going to find that too. But you know what? You can make and create exactly what you want, even if it's raining outside, right? That's it. Go out, have an absolutely fantastic day. Look for the silver lining in everything. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with some sort of crazy idiom or crazy word and what it means and a different twist on how to look at it, because guess what? We get to decide how we want to interpret, define, and look at everything. How cool is that? What a fun world we live in. All right, bye.